welcome to our deep dive today
Oh, yeah.
into what makes businesses truly innovative. You know,
Yeah.
the ones that go from 0 to 1.
From nothing to something.
Yeah, creating something totally new.
Exactly.
We've got a really fascinating set of ideas to dig into that.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of challenge how we think about building the future.
Really challenge it.
This is like your cheat sheet to understanding what makes those game-changing companies tick.
Absolutely. We're going way beyond just like
Right.
the surface level advice here, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to uncover those core concepts
Yeah.
that let some companies redefine what's possible.
So today we're embarking on this journey through 7 crucial questions
Is it?
that any business aiming for that groundbreaking success really needs to grapple with.
Yeah.
And these aren't just some abstract theories. These are the real nuts and
The
bolts,
practical stuff.
yeah, of creating real value and an impact that lasts.
Totally.
And for you listening,
Yeah.
this is like a powerful lens to analyze any business out there.
Yeah.
Whether you're starting one,
Right.
investing in one, or just trying to wrap your head around how innovation really happens.
That's it.
Okay, so
7 key questions.
yeah, these 7 key areas, they form this framework for moving beyond just like
Absolutely.
those tiny improvements
Yeah.
and really shaping the future.
Totally.
So
When are they?
the engineering question,
Okay.
how do you create technology that's a real breakthrough?
Right.
The timing question, why is getting your market entry just right so crucial?
Okay.
The monopoly question, understanding why avoiding competition can actually be your greatest strength.
Interesting.
Then we've got the people question.
Okay.
This is the art of building a team
Right.
that's not only high-performing, but deeply aligned with your mission.
Love it.
And then the distribution question,
Okay.
mastering the often underestimated science of getting your innovation out into the world.
Yeah. Then we have the durability question. How do you build a business
Okay,
that's not just a flash in the pan, but one that lasts?
right.
And finally,
Okay.
the secret question.
Ooh, secret.
Why is it so important to uncover unique insights that others are missing?
I like it.
Lots to unpack there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
get ready for some aha moments
Oh, yeah.
as we explore these principles
Sure.
and connect them to real-world examples.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's dive into the first one,
Let's do it.
the engineering question.
Yeah.
This really gets to the heart of innovation,
It does.
creating technology that isn't just like a little bit better, but at least 10 times better
10 times.
than what's already out there in some
Right.
really key way.
Right. And it's not just about like checking off a list of features or anything. It has to hit on like a core customer need in a way that feels almost intuitively obvious, you know?
Right.
It's like, why didn't anyone think of this before?
Right, exactly.
That kind of moment for the user.
Yeah, like it's got to be so obvious in retrospect.
Yeah, totally.
So it's not about those small incremental tweaks. We're talking about quantum leaps here.
That's it.
Those changes that completely transform what's even possible.
Exactly.
Think about Amazon back in the day,
Early days.
offering at least 10 times more books than any physical bookstore could ever dream of stocking.
It's just impossible, right?
It wasn't just a little more convenient.
Right.
It completely revolutionized how people bought and even accessed.
Actually,
And the fact that Barnes & Noble even sued them,
they did.
calling Amazon a book broker,
Oh, wow.
that really shows how disruptive that 10x advantage was.
Yeah, they were scared.
They were terrified.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to think about how Amazon used the internet to just bypass
Right.
the limitations of physical retail.
Totally. They weren't just selling books online. They were offering this
Right.
unprecedented selection. That's the...
Exactly.
It's the game changer.
Yeah, that fundamental shift in what was possible.
So,
This. Okay.
Yeah.
So another example,
okay.
PayPal
Yeah.
making buying and selling on eBay at least 10 times better
Oh, yeah.
by offering instant payments.
Yeah.
Compared to waiting 7 to 10 days for checks to clear.
Oh, it was so painful.
I know, I remember those days.
Yeah.
That really addressed a huge pain point in the online transaction process.
Huge. Yeah, before PayPal, that uncertainty and delay around payments,
Right.
it was just so much friction for everyone involved.
Yes.
They really smoothed things out,
Totally.
made it more efficient for everyone.
And then you have something like Apple's iPad,
The iPad,
which took this concept of a tablet computer.
which had been around, but
Yeah.
nobody really knew what to do with them.
Exactly.
They were clunky.
Yeah.
Software wasn't great.
Yeah, it was like, why do I need this?
Right, exactly.
When I have a phone and a laptop.
Yeah.
But Apple came along with this beautifully designed
Yeah.
piece of hardware user-friendly interface
Yeah.
and a clear vision for how people could actually use a tablet in their lives.
It all came together, right? That
Yes.
integrated approach and ease of use. That was the tenfold difference.
Exactly, and that's what made it a success.
Absolutely.
So imagine a drug
Okay.
that eliminates the need for sleep,
Oh, wow.
or a real cure for baldness.
Sign me up.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Those would be those order of magnitude improvements
Yeah,
that would instantly create a dominant market position.
absolutely. I mean, think about it. Those are like fundamental human desires:
Yeah,
to sleep less, to have a full head of hair.
to not be tired all the time.
Right. If you could address those in a way that's dramatically better
Yeah.
than anything else out there.
Yeah.
We're talking about a transformative business for sure.
So the key takeaway here
Okay.
is that real innovation either carves out those new markets
Yeah.
or completely dominates existing ones by offering something fundamentally
Yeah,
drastically better.
like game-changingly better.
Yeah, so as you're evaluating your own ideas or looking at other businesses,
Right.
that's the question. Are you aiming for that 10x leap?
Yeah. And what happens if you're not?
Yeah,
I mean, you might end up with a product that's easily copied,
right.
struggles to stand out in a crowded field,
Yeah,
and ultimately has a hard time attracting customers and growing,
makes sense.
right? The benefits of that 10x, thinking they're clear.
Yeah,
You create real value, you can charge premium,
right.
and you build really strong competitive advantage.
All right, let's move on to our second critical question,
Okay, number 2.
which is all about timing.
Oh, tight.
Even the most revolutionary idea
Yeah.
needs a right moment to really take off.
It really does. Timing is critical.
It is.
You can have the most brilliant concept,
Yeah,
but if you launch it before the market's ready
Right.
or long after the prime opportunities passed,
right.
you're facing an uphill battle.
Totally. So launching too early,
Too early.
before the market even understands the need, can be a disaster.
A total disaster.
Like imagine trying to introduce something groundbreaking
Yeah.
that relies on infrastructure that's just not widely available yet.
Oh, yeah, like that classic example of
Yeah.
trying to launch a sophisticated video conferencing service
Oh.
back in the early days of the internet when
Yeah.
bandwidth was limited.
Right.
Most people didn't have those high-speed connections.
Right.
The
Exactly.
technology might be there,
Yeah.
but the infrastructure just isn't ready
It's not there yet.
to fully support it.
And then on the flip side, waiting too long
Too long.
can mean that window of opportunity slams shut.
It does.
Competitors get entrenched,
Yeah, they get established.
and it becomes almost impossible to gain traction.
It's tough.
And the market might even move on,
Oh, yeah.
or someone else might solve the problem first.
Right, like imagine trying to launch a major social media platform
Right.
several years after Facebook has already gained massive scale
Right.
and those strong network effects.
Exactly.
It's like trying to throw a party
Yeah.
when there's already a huge party happening down the street.
Yeah, everyone's already there.
Exactly.
It's hard to get people to come to yours.
Yeah, it's tough.
And if you ignore those big societal or technological shifts,
Yeah.
your product can become obsolete practically overnight.
Overnight.
Think about sticking with the technology
Yeah,
that's rapidly being replaced by a new standard.
right. Like the transition from film photography to digital photography.
Exactly.
The companies that were slow to embrace digital
Mm.
and kept investing heavily in film,
Yeah.
they really struggled.
Yeah, they went out of business.
Yeah.
The market just fundamentally changed.
So think about Tesla
Okay.
and their really savvy timing in the clean tech space.
They were smart.
They secured that huge government loan in early 2010,
Oh, yeah.
and that was a window of opportunity that quickly closed
It did.
as the political landscape shifted.
Yeah, it's interesting how they recognized that.
That alignment of political will and financial support for green technologies,
Right.
and they acted quickly to
Yeah.
secure that funding.
Yeah. They didn't just have a great electric car. They really capitalized on that specific moment.
Absolutely.
And the 90s tech boom
Oh, the dot-com boom.
really illustrates this power of timing.
Yeah.
A lot of those early .com companies
Many.
ultimately failed.
Yeah.
But that underlying belief in the transformative power of the internet
Yeah,
turned out to be spot on.
it did.
The timing was right for the internet,
Right.
even if many individual companies misjudged
Yeah,
exactly how to build a successful business on it.
that's right. I mean, the internet was a fundamental technological shift.
Yeah.
And the 90s was when the infrastructure
Yeah,
and the user adoption
Right.
were starting to reach that critical mass.
exactly.
So even though there was a bubble and many companies didn't make it,
Right.
the underlying trend was undeniable.
It was happening. So as you're considering your own ideas,
Right.
it's not just about what you're creating, but really thinking hard about when is
Yeah.
the absolute best time to introduce it to the world.
When to launch?
Yeah. And what are the advantages of getting that timing right?
Well, I mean, you can ride that wave of existing market demand.
Yeah.
You'll face less competition initially.
Right.
And you'll have a better chance to establish yourself as a leader.
Right.
But if your timing's off,
Yeah.
you risk wasting resources,
Yeah.
missing opportunities,
All right.
and just failing to gain any real traction.
Makes sense. Okay, so our third critical question
Number 3.
gets into something that might sound a little counterintuitive.
Oh, yeah.
The monopoly question.
Monopoly.
This is about building a business
Mm.
where you don't really have direct competition.
Right. This isn't about
Yeah.
engaging in unethical or illegal practices.
Wow.
It's about creating a business that's so unique
Yeah.
and so exceptionally good at what it does that it essentially defines its own market.
Right. It might sound strange, but
Yeah.
in the realm of true innovation,
Yeah.
the goal isn't just to compete.
Right.
It's to establish a monopoly,
Right. A company.
a company that's so good
Yeah.
at what it offers
Yeah.
that no other firm can really provide a close alternative.
Exactly.
And as we said, this isn't about breaking laws
No.
or getting unfair advantages.
No, it's about
It's about
achieving dominance through genuine superiority.
Right. Like how Google became the go-to
Mhm.
for search
Yeah.
after it surpassed Microsoft and Yahoo.
Totally.
Google didn't just offer another search engine.
Right.
They offered a dramatically better way to find information online.
Yeah, their algorithms were superior,
Right.
cleaner interface.
Yeah.
It quickly became the default choice.
Yeah, for billions of users.
Yeah, that's a legitimate monopoly through innovation.
Exactly. So the great thing about having a monopoly
Yeah, what is it?
is the ability to set your own prices
Right.
and control your markets.
Yeah.
Which leads to sustainable profits.
Yeah.
That you can then reinvest in further innovation.
Exactly. With less pressure from competitors constantly undercutting you,
Yeah.
a monopolistic business can focus on the long-term
Right.
research and development,
Right.
keep improving their products,
Yeah.
and deliver even more value.
It's interesting how companies that aren't monopolies
Yeah.
often try to highlight their uniqueness
Right.
by defining their market super narrowly.
Yeah. Like the
If we-
British food restaurant in Palo Alto.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, companies that are dominant
Yeah.
often downplay their control
Right.
by defining their market super broadly.
Like they're everything.
Yeah, like Google's saying.
Google's everything.
Yeah, they're in search and mobile phones.
Wearable computers, self-driving cars.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point.
It is.
A smaller business needs to highlight its niche
Right,
to attract customers.
right.
But a dominant player like Google often frames its market broadly,
Yeah.
maybe to avoid scrutiny.
Right, or regulation.
Yeah.
So the key here
Yeah.
is that these creative monopolies aren't necessarily bad for society.
No, they're not.
They often drive progress
Right.
by introducing those entirely new categories of abundance.
Absolutely.
Just like Apple did with the iPhone.
The iPhone.
Their monopoly, like the profits,
Yeah.
were essentially a reward
Yeah.
for creating something genuinely new and valuable
Ridiculous.
that customers were happy to pay a premium for.
Yeah. The iPhone wasn't just another phone.
Right.
It created the modern smartphone market.
Totally.
Their integration of hardware, software, and services
Yeah.
led to a product that people were willing to pay for.
Absolutely.
And those profits fueled further innovation.
Exactly. And that obsession with competition in economics
Yeah.
sometimes overlooks the fact
Yeah.
that in the real world of business,
Yeah.
too much equilibrium can actually lead to stagnation
Stagnation.
and even failure. A creative monopoly, on the other hand,
Right.
fosters those new products that benefit everyone
Yeah.
and sustainable profits for the company that created them.
Right. In highly competitive markets.
Yeah.
Businesses are constantly battling over thin margins,
Yeah.
which leaves little room for groundbreaking innovation.
Right.
A company with a strong market position
Yeah.
has the breathing room to think long term
Yeah.
and invest in the next big thing.
Exactly. So your aim
Yeah.
should be to escape that intense competition
Escape it.
by creating something truly unique and valuable,
Yeah, I mean, what's the alternative?
right?
You're stuck in a constant struggle for survival,
Yeah.
fighting over scraps
Mm.
with limited ability to set prices
Right.
and little opportunity for growth.
So the benefits of building a
The
monopoly
benefits are huge.
through genuine innovation are clear.
Yeah.
You gain more control over your company's destiny.
Yeah.
You can generate substantial profits.
Right.
And you have the potential to really drive progress in your industry.
Exactly.
Okay, let's shift gears now
Okay.
and focus on the human side of things
The people.
with our fourth key question,
Question number 4.
the people.
The people.
How do you assemble your dream team?
Your dream team. Yeah, at its core, any company is really just a collection of its people.
Right.
So having the right team in place,
Right.
one that's aligned around a common mission,
Yeah.
is absolutely crucial for success.
Especially when you're trying to build something totally new.
Especially then. Yeah.
What are the consequences of not getting this people equation right?
Oh, they can be severe.
Yeah.
Everything from conflicts among founders that can
Right.
destroy the company
Yeah.
to having employees who just aren't engaged or committed, which can
Mhm.
really hinder progress.
Yeah, that internal friction and lack of shared vision can be so damaging.
So damaging. I mean, we've seen so many promising startups
Right.
completely derailed by infighting. Disagreements among the founding team,
Right.
when the people at the top aren't on the same page.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible for the company to function.
So true.
Yeah.
Think about PayPal's early hiring strategy.
Okay, PayPal.
They weren't just looking for people with the right skills.
Right.
They were looking for individuals who were genuinely excited about their mission
Yeah.
to create a new digital currency.
Right.
And who they felt would work well with the existing team.
Yeah, they wanted that.
This fostered this really tight-knit
Tight-knitted.
and effective group that became known as the PayPal Mafia.
The PayPal Mafia.
They knew they were trying to achieve something revolutionary,
They did.
and they recognized that they needed a team
Yeah.
that was not only highly skilled,
Right.
but also deeply committed to that vision.
Yeah, that shared sense of purpose
Yes.
was critical to their success.
Totally. And startups often use equity,
Equity.
giving employees a stake in the company
Right.
to align their long-term interests
Yeah.
with the success of the business,
Yeah.
incentivizing them to help create future value.
Right. It gives employees ownership.
Yeah.
It turns them into partners
Yes.
and motivates them to work towards the long-term success of the
So-
business.
So it's so important to ask yourself,
What's the question?
why should that 20th employee
Yeah.
choose to join your company
Right.
when they likely have other options?
Yeah. They have choices.
Yeah, talk about stock options
Yeah.
or smooth colleagues just isn't compelling enough.
It's not enough.
The best answers
Yeah.
are specific to your mission.
Your mission.
Why are you doing something important
Right.
that no one else is going to get done?
Yeah.
And to your team,
And your team.
why is your company a unique match for that individual personally?
Right. Talented people have choices.
They do.
You need to articulate a compelling vision
Yeah.
for what you're building
Yeah.
and why your company is a unique opportunity for them
So good.
to contribute and grow
Yes.
alongside other great people.
And don't get caught up in the perk war,
Oh, the perks.
offering endless free lunches and fancy offices.
Right. I mean,
Nice.
perks are nice,
Is not the main
but they're
thing.
not the driver
Yeah.
for talented people.
Yeah.
What they really want
Yeah.
is to be part of something significant,
Right.
working with people they respect
Yeah.
on a problem that excites them
Yes.
and challenges their abilities.
Exactly. And it's been said that the best startups are almost like
Almost like what?
less extreme versions of cults.
Cults.
In that they're fanatically right about something
Oh, interesting.
that those outside the company haven't grasped yet.
There's that strong sense of shared belief
Yes.
and mission in successful startups.
Totally. The whole team is united by this conviction
Yeah.
that they're
Yeah.
building something truly important
Right.
and that they have this unique understanding
Yeah.
that others haven't recognized.
They're the ones who get it.
Exactly. So what are the benefits of having that exceptional team in place?
I mean, you get a workforce that's unified and motivated.
Yeah.
Much better execution and
Yeah.
a stronger, more resilient company culture.
And what are the downsides of not prioritizing your people?
You risk founder conflicts
Yeah.
that can derail everything,
Right.
disengaged employees,
Yeah.
and ultimately failing to reach your potential.
So building a strong team isn't just a nice to have.
No, it's not.
It's essential
Fundamental.
for going from 0 to 1.
Absolutely.
Okay, our fifth critical question
Number 5.
addresses a really crucial yet often overlooked aspect,
Okay.
the distribution question.
Distribution.
How do you master the science of getting your innovation out into the world?
You can have the most revolutionary product,
Yeah.
but if you can't get it to your customers,
Right.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
Distribution is as critical as product development.
Totally. And unfortunately, poor sales due to ineffective distribution are a common reason why businesses fail.
It's true.
It's so common.
Yeah, it's surprising
It is.
how many startups focus on the product
Yeah.
and don't think enough about how they'll reach customers.
Yeah,
That's a recipe for disaster.
it is.
Yeah,
So there's this whole spectrum of distribution methods.
right.
From complex sales processes for high-value deals.
Like sex.
Like SpaceX getting those billion-dollar contracts.
Right.
To more personal sales for mid-range products.
Yeah.
That need a dedicated sales team to build relationships.
Like ZocDoc.
Like ZocDoc.
Yeah.
Building their network of doctors.
Yeah. The best strategy depends on your product, your market, your price point.
Exactly.
What works for a space contract
Right.
won't work for selling software to small businesses.
And you need to be aware of the distribution doldrums.
The old.
That challenging middle ground.
Yeah.
Where you're trying to reach niche markets.
Right.
With products priced in a way that makes neither mass market advertising nor individual sales cost effective.
It's tricky.
It is, you need a more targeted approach
Yeah.
than just general marketing.
Right.
But the economics of individual sales might not make sense.
Right. You got to find creative solutions
We do.
for distribution in that middle zone.
For lower priced products with broad appeal,
Yeah.
but maybe lacking viral potential,
Okay.
traditional marketing and advertising can work.
Yeah.
Like Warby Parker's online direct-to-consumer model for eyeglasses.
Corby Parker.
Where they use TV as a big megaphone
Your
to
megaphone.
reach a wide audience.
Right. They use online sales to cut
Yeah.
out the middleman
Exactly.
and then use traditional advertising
Yeah,
to build brand awareness
Yeah.
and drive traffic to their website.
exactly. And then there's viral marketing,
Viral marketing.
where the product's functionality encourages users to invite others.
Yeah, like Facebook and PayPal.
Yeah, like Facebook and PayPal.
In the early days.
Yeah, PayPal's strategy of paying users to sign up
Well, wow.
and Reefer Friends
Yeah.
was costly upfront,
Yeah.
but it led to that incredibly rapid growth.
Exponential growth.
Yeah, their focus on the power sellers on eBay
Power sellers.
as their initial niche
Yeah.
with those high transaction volumes
Right.
was key to their dominance.
They understood network effects.
Yeah.
And they incentivized early adoption
Yeah.
by targeting those high-value users
Big light.
who were likely to refer other active users.
And that laser focus was critical to their viral growth.
It was.
So the important thing is
Yeah.
that having one distribution channel
Wow.
that works exceptionally well
Yeah.
is more valuable than trying to use many without mastering any.
Right. It's better to nail one
Yeah.
and scale it effectively
Exactly.
than spread yourself too thin.
And remember, distribution isn't just about selling your product to customers.
Oh, right.
You also need to sell your company to employees,
Employees
investors,
and investors.
the media.
The media.
Don't underestimate the importance of good recruiting investor
Yeah.
pitches
Yeah.
and media engagement.
Distribution in the broadest sense is
Yeah.
about connecting with all your stakeholders.
Exactly. So what are the benefits of mastering distribution?
Well, you'll see increased sales,
Yeah,
faster growth,
right.
greater reach for your product.
And the consequences of neglecting it.
Poor sales,
Yeah.
slow adoption, and
Mhm.
ultimately business failure.
Yeah. No matter how great your product is.
It doesn't matter.
Distribution is key.
It's not an afterthought. It's integral.
Okay. Our sixth critical question
Number 6,
shifts our focus to the long term,
the long game.
the durability question.
Durability.
How do you build a business that isn't just a flash in the pan,
Right.
but one that lasts?
That endures.
Building a great company isn't just about initial success.
No, it's not.
It's about creating something that endures
Right.
and maintains its advantage for years to come.
Long-term vision.
Yeah, short-lived booms aren't enough.
It's not enough.
Sustainable profits
Yeah.
and investor confidence
Right.
come from knowing your business can weather any storm.
Yeah. They want to know it can last.
Exactly.
Right.
So what makes a monopoly durable?
Okay. Let's see.
Proprietary technology. Welcome to our deep dive today
Oh, yeah.
into what makes businesses truly innovative. You know, the
Yeah.
ones that go from 0 to 1.
From nothing to something.
Yeah. creating something totally new.
Exactly.
We've got a really fascinating set of ideas to dig into that.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of challenge how we think about building the future.
Really challenge it.
This is like your cheat sheet to understanding what makes those game-changing companies tick.
Absolutely. We're going way beyond just like
Right.
the surface level advice here, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to uncover those core concepts
Yeah.
that let some companies redefine what's possible.
So today we're embarking on this journey through 7 crucial questions that any business aiming for that groundbreaking success really needs to grapple with.
Yeah.
And these aren't just some abstract theories. These are the real nuts and
The
bolts.
practical stuff.
Yeah, of creating real value and an impact that lasts.
Totally.
And for you listening, this is like a powerful lens to analyze any business out there.
Yeah.
Whether you're starting one,
Right.
investing in one, or just trying to wrap your head around how innovation really happens.
That's it.
Okay, so
7 key questions.
yeah, these 7 key areas, they form this framework for moving beyond just like